I have known each other since we were in our 40s. He's known to many as Cedric, but I've always known him as John, so I'm the other half of the speakers today. At that time, we were both working hard to achieve, both professionally and in business. As a director of several national companies which were trading internationally, he certainly achieved. Gentleman is not a much used word these days, but John was every inch a gentleman. I will always be grateful for his wise and sound judgment when he shared the chairmanship of my family engineering company. He was highly respected at all levels, from the boardroom to the shop floor. And as friends later, after he and I both retired, he told me something of his other past directorships, and they were really quite diverse, as the card in our programme says. They were obviously benefited from his clear thinking and judgment. John gave great interest and deep commitment to all his family, children and grandchildren. Alice, Edwin and Imogen reflect this, as does their contribution today. John and Trish gave unstinting support and love to Duncan, Joanna and James. John was rightly proud of them, and as I understand it, even for the recent half-term, had plans for Ferrety and Dougal. During John's working life, he travelled extensively, and he and Trish continued to travel after his retirement. They both loved water, be it in the Dart or on the high seas, never in a glass. Whilst John loved diving, Trish enjoyed snorkeling. Indeed, if you were asked what he thought of heaven, he might well have come back at you with the one in the Caribbean or the one in the Indian Ocean. He certainly enjoyed their holidays, and several of us have enjoyed holidays with them. He was a good companion, a great communicator, and sometimes on holiday, I'm told this, he communicated when other people would rather be chilling out. We've had great times in France together. I have an enduring memory of a holiday in Provence, when John and my wife, after a few glasses of Côte d'Or, set off one evening believing they could walk on water. Some time later, they returned. Trish and I ate, but they returned soaking wet, fully dressed, but soaking wet head to toe. They had proved my wife doesn't walk on water. He also proved that John had had a good try at it himself. But there was another side to him. He was a man of strong conviction, and that gave in turn commitments to various things, and one of them was Christianity. And those commitments led him to charitable fundraising and supporting events in the village, amongst others. He was committed to his chairmanship of the Oxfordshire Mental Health Trust. There were occasions when he and Trish would put themselves out enormously to be beside friends in need. Many of you will know that for a friend in need, absolutely nothing was too much. If he were here today, and in many ways he is, he would have enjoyed today. This gathering, coming together of so many whose lives he touched, the liturgy, the readings, the wonderful music, the conversations and laughter that will follow, the memories all being shared, the relationships being renewed, the celebration of his life. John will be greatly missed by us all, but most of all by Trish and family.